Could you all please be upstanding for our national anthem?
Certainly get your blood boiling, doesn't it? The tingles up the spine when that national anthem does get played, and certainly got the crowd roaring here as well as the players now going into their final huddles before the commencement of this YV Financial Services Reserve Cup game between Healesville and Warburton-Millgrove.
Isaac Andrew-Osa has been a fullback at Warburton for years and years and years. So we are just about to start the Reserves Grand Final. We do so. Winning the ball out in the middle was Henderson. Hand pass came down. Warburton moved the ball forward quickly, looking for Chris Hall, but they turn it over at half-back, and the mark is taken there by Hickey. Hickey goes out wide, and it rolls out in front of the Warburton coach's box, and it'll be a boundary throw in. So, boundary throw in. First minute of the Reserves Grand Final. Tap the ground. It falls to the back of the pack, and it's going to be a free kick there going to the big fella number 22 in Bo Wilkinson.
So Healesville with the footy on half-back flank. They'll move it quickly up the ground. Poor kick. Got a hand to it. Shepherd for Warburton. Ball came to ground level. Going in tight and tough at the moment. Healesville eventually somehow got a handball out. Muir providing a bit of pressure as well for the Boroughs. And umpire calls for it, and it will be tossed up. Opening minute of play here at Healesville. Neither side to score in the Reserves Division 1 YV Financial Services Grand Final. Tap to ground, came out the back. Warburton go forward, but the kick was cut off, and a good mark taken by a Healesville player across half-back. Moved it quickly, high drop punt to half-forward. Muir went back with the fight, couldn't mark. Ducking and weaving, handball came back to him. He'll run across half-back, poor kick. Going back with the fight, Gizzy Mills, couldn't mark, was brave. Head over it, could have copped one in the back. Umpire said no. And the Warburton players come, provide pressure. Centre half forward for the Healesville side. Handball inside 50. Mills fed it out wide. Big chance here for Scott Hill, running into the open goal and misses to the left-hand side.
Very seasoned player, Scotty Hill, in the first score does go on the board, and it goes to the Healesville Bloods. They are that solitary behind one and leading Warburton-Millgrove. Get the score, Community Bank scoreboard. 2 minutes gone in this reserves game here, the YV Financial Services Cup.
Scotty Muir kicks it out from full-back. His teammate missed the mark, but it goes up the wing, and it's marked there by Daniel Hewitt. Hewitt goes in towards half forward, punched away down there. Little hand pass came out by Warburton. They get the ball to Hewitt once again. Kicks the ball long into the forward line. Down there looking for a teammate in Shepherd. Couldn't find him. And I'm pretty sure his flock left it behind. I did say flock. So kick around by Healesville up towards half back. There's a whistle on play. He's got to come back behind his mark. Well, I don't know why they bother doing that in the back line, because they're not going to have a shot for goal from there. So little kick came out. Heels will move the ball in towards the centre of the ground. It's going to be turned over though, and the mark has been taken. Kick across the ground. Shepherd's got the footy for Warburton. Kicks in towards centre half forward. Scotty Muir picks it up beautifully with a big blind turn around nobody. Kicks it out in front of goal. Daniel Hewitt was there. Heels will try and clear once again. They do so to Scott Hill. He gets a hand pass off to a teammate. He goes long down the line for Healesville, and it's marked on the far side of the ground by Lee
Aaron Pye.
Aaron Pye.
Got a kick to half forward, punched away. The Bloods have numbers here off the ground, charging through Scotty Hill. He'll go to the top of the goal square. Carruthers runs onto it around the body, and we've got the first goal for the YB Financial Service Division 2 Grand Final through Ryan Carruthers. And Healesville take it out to a 7-point lead. That's the score at the moment, 1-1-7. Warburton yet to score, and we've been playing 4 minutes. Opening quarter on the fire. I was going to say financial service, but they do financial stuff, the Bendigo Bank and the Community Bank.
They all look after you. They take your money and they give you money. But a bit of senior experience through Scotty Hill off the ground. Ryan Carruthers was seen play lots of senior footy. A very good little rover, picked the ball up well and a little snapshot around his shoulder. First goal on the board.
And they charge you money too. So it's tapped out there by Bo Wilkinson in the middle. High kick towards centre half forward, looking for Scott Hill. But a nice, tricky mark at the back to Aaron Pye. So Pye for Warburton. Goes long in towards the middle of the ground. It falls to the back of the pack well there for Luke James. Kicks it long to the goal square. Player slipped over in, was that Kurt Henderson down there? Kick long towards the half forward line. His own teammate got him that time, the Warburton player. And it's kicked up the line, marked by Hill, gets it off to Mills. Gizzy Mills kicks it up towards the forward line, coming out in defence and taking a nice mark there was, I think, Stuart Irwin.
Irwin comes to the broadcast when good kick found Gadenzi, ran on quickly, put it on his left foot inside 50. Epcoin bowls a lot of them, goes to the hot spot. Healesville defender left his man, came out the back, clean shot at goal. Ormsby, does he kick it? No!
Left foot check side from directly in front by Ormsby. No good. Just went to the right hand side of the goal post.
He certainly doesn't look 100% fit, Daniel Ormsby.
It certainly has got a right foot. That's the first score for Warburton. That's one behind on the scoreboard. They are chasing Healesville's 1-1-7 Community Bank scoreboard, getting close to 6 minutes in the first quarter.
So the run off half back by the Bloods is good. Got it to half forward. Big fly and good mark taken at the half forward. Flanks at 50. No, has to go back. So Healesville work the footy to half forward. Carruthers got the kick and it's good mark taken at half forward, playing on quickly. That could be in the back. Umpire let it go and then said, no, Ed, I heard you, that it was in the back.
Good call there, Eddie.
It will be a free kick.
It could be an umpire, Ed.
I'll hate it as much as it comes out to
Gentlemen, we have a final score in the B grade netball, and Mount Evelyn have got up 32, defeating Upwey Tacoma 29.
Another free kick inside 50 going the way of Healesville. And it was once again in the back, and this one's going to go to Campbell. So Campbell outside 50. Low spearing drop punt's a good one, and lead up player there was Bo Wilkinson, and he'll be going back about 30.
Scotty Hill.
Scotty Hill, apologies there, Scott Hill. So Scott Hill will be going back about 30 metres out, pretty much kind of directly in front, maybe a little bit to the left hand side.
Former leading goal kicker in the under-18s a few years ago, Ed. There you go. Nice little stat for you.
Nice little one for you. For Scott Hill comes in, right boot. Shouldn't have a problem for if he's leading goal kicker once upon a time. Playing at this ground a lot, and he's drilled it. So Healesville have got the first two of the game, and that one went coast to coast through Scotty Hill, the big number 12 for the Bloods. And they go along to 2-1-13, leading Warburton-Millgrove one behind. Been playing so far 7 minutes on the Community Bank first quarter scoreboard.
Doesn't mind covering a bit of ground, Scotty Hill, that's for sure. He was at centre half back taking a mark only a couple of minutes ago.
Well, he's a fit boy, and like they've got a lot of senior experience out there. Healesville going to have to be watched by Warburton-Millgrove.
So ball thrown up by umpire Walters in the middle. Bo Wilkinson did well, tapped at the ground, coming through Warburton. Get the ball towards centre half forward. Still haven't gotten the break out of the centre square yet. And umpire Walters says, give it to me, boys, I'll throw it up. So ball thrown up. Tapped out by Warburton that time. It falls to the back of the pack. Long kick to the goal square. Ormsby with the one hand, if you don't mind.
Well, he's not going to miss this one. He's right on the edge of the 10-metre square. He's giving it off, has he?
And Scotty Muir's
I don't believe it.
is smothered off the boot.
Why would you do that?
Chris Hall's out there. He's pushed in the back. No free kick paid. He gave it off to Scotty Muir, and then Scotty Muir kicked it straight into the bloke coming the other way.
Oh, I don't know. Those modern football. You're going 10 metres out, for goodness sake. You can kick it with your nose.
Ball thrown up. Oh, a good tackle laid there on it.
Depends on how big your nose in. Leo.
Oh, you just don't do that, do you? Surely.
Andrew,
Well, you do. They did.
They did it, Leo. Why in a
I'm in
grand
shock.
final?
I'm in shock.
You can do it during the home and away season, maybe. Not in the grand final. Ball tossed in once again in front of the Warburton bench. Fisted to ground. Here's Muir again. Chance for redemption. Could have copped one in the back. Umpire said nope.
I thought so.
No, I agreed.
So ball thrown up. Tapped at ground by Healesville once again, uncontested. Long kick towards half-back. Carruthers is there. Has 1-2 grabs at it. Can't take it.
Good
Then he's
tackle.
tackled holding the
Gone.
footy. And the free kick's going to go to Warburton.
There's Ben Payne there, Foo.
Who laid the tackle? Thank you.
Well, for Healesville, that got tackled holding the ball. So Warburton with the kick. They'll go.
Oh, that's been smothered too.
Smothered by Payne then beautifully. Didn't matter. Healesville with numbers. Good pressure from the Bloods. Spilled out the back. Taken well. And they'll run it out of defence nicely. High long one up the wing. Back with a fly. That was tough. Big bump. Players going left, right and centre. Bodies on the line. Healesville win out from the stoppage. Payne again. Warburton with numbers running back. Didn't have the footy, did Muir. Umpire let it go. Sorry, Pye. Ball at ground level, picked up well.
Carruthers.
Is that Carruthers? It is. Comes back inboard. Good looking kick, and he's found Wilkinson in the middle. Wanted to go quickly to half forward. Warburton with numbers. Mills flew for Healesville. Couldn't mark. Good tackling pressure, and it will be thrown up. True centre half forward position for Healesville. They lead this ball game by 12 points.
Well, really wanting there, one of the boys. There's no quarter asked, none given, and the game is on.
So Hagger goes up in the ruck for Warburton. Wrapped up in a tackle. It's going to be a ball up once again. So ball up. Hagger up against Hill this time. Punch to ground. Then it's thump forward. That time by Healesville. Goes out to the coach's box side of the ground. It's pushed over the boundary line and out of bounds for a boundary throw in. So, big contingent of supporters getting all around the ground at the moment. And a lot over at the netball as well. Tapped the ground. It's picked up there by Crikis for Healesville. Kicks it up towards half forward. Warburton going to clear through Pye up towards centre half forward. No one can take the mark. Little hand pass into the middle to Carruthers. They get it off to Gizzy Mills. Mills kicks it up forward. Punched away down there. Well picked up by the Warburton defence. It falls to Henderson. Henderson goes out wide looking for a teammate out there in Ash Taylor. And it rolls over the boundary line out of bounds for a boundary throw in.
11 and a half gone in this opening quarter of the Reserves Grand Final. It's Healesville leading. Warburton have had their chances, just struggling to find a lead up forward inside 50. Ball to be tossed in, half forward flank for Healesville. Dogger track end of the ground. Warburton with numbers from the stoppage. Handball came out wide to Ormsby. Couldn't quite get a kick. He's tackled. Got a handball out. Umpire called play on. Carruthers again. Been good early. Healesville players work the handball across the flank to find a free player. Eventually do so inside 50. Big booming kick on the lead. Couldn't quite take the mark. But there's a free kick is there for a hold, and it will go the way of Warburton.
Might have been a little shove out on Henderson there.
So Kurt Henderson with the free kick. He'll transfer play to the broadcast side in front of, I think it's Ormsby. He'll put it on his right boot,
Hagger.
cut back in ball. Sorry, it was Hagger, and his kick's poor, turned over. And it's taken by Anson. Wanted to go quickly. They've got players lining up here, the Bloods. This one's Campbell. Campbell will look out wide, popped it in front. Interesting kick. And Warburton will clear once again, broadcast side, Tony Fu.
They do. They find a teammate out there
Crikers.
in Crikis. Goes up the line. Little hand pass over the top.
Whoa.
Down to Weir.
Can't do that.
He was tackled.
Yeah, had to use the left foot there, and unfortunately just couldn't get his foot to where Lee Weir, resulting free kick to Healesville.
So they go long up towards centre wing.
Oh, good mark.
Good fly across the front, and Carl Morgan takes the mark.
Strong mark to Carl Morgan, can play the game as well. There's no movement, a lot of yelling taking place from Warburton. Just can't do anything there but go long.
They do go long. It's all Healesville back there, though. And a nice mark's taken in defence. They move the ball quickly. It's kicked up there by Kane Adams. Up towards centre wing. Long kick down the line. That time by Tim Russell. Found a teammate out there in Scott Hill.
He's been very prominent. Scotty Hill been everywhere. Great kick.
Carruthers.
Oh, he dropped it.
Dropped it like a hot spud. And over the top of him is Henderson. It's going to be a ball up.
Yeah,
Work
good
from
kick.
Henderson, Leo.
Yeah, it was Henderson. It was a good kick there by Hill and Carruthers. I think he just took off before acceptances.
Ball to be tossed up, half forward flank for Healesville. Got chance here. Campbell's kick was smothered. Ball at ground level, barging through. That was tough stuff from the Warburton defender. And it'll be a throw up about a metre to the left of where it was a second ago. If you've just joined us, 14 minutes gone, first quarter reserves grand final. It's Healesville leading 2-1-13, Warburton 1 behind. Ball spilled free, came out wide to Taylor, tackled, holding the footy.
Yeah, didn't make any attempt to get rid of the football whatsoever. Ashley Taylor has been penalised accordingly in the free kick there going to Jason Ison Johnson of Healesville. He's about 40 metres out. Directly in front, kicking to the dog track end of the ground. We've been going 14 and a half minutes at the moment in the first quarter with Healesville 13 leading Warburton-Millgrove 1.
Coming in, shot at goal. Does it have the carry? Ison Johnson. Mark on the goal line? No.
Through for a point.
So behind there to Ison Johnson. 2-2-14, plays one behind. Community Bank first quarter scoreboard, 14 minutes gone.
So Henderson with a kick out from fullback. Comes straight up the middle of the ground. He's got Morgan standing there. He sort of took it on his chest as he was falling backwards.
Well, he winded himself doing that, made hard work or something. He's got Pye running free here on the wing. Oh, it's gone through his legs.
Gee whiz, didn't his mother ever tell him to keep his legs closed? As Aaron Pye kicks long down towards half forward. Quickly taken by Weir. So it's quickly kicked up the line.
Down the field, boys. It's going to go to Healesville.
It's a hole with water in it, Leo. Lake, Weir, same thing.
Same thing, and I think the free kick's by Hickey.
So Hickey's got it. Goes across the ground. Finds a teammate out there in Ash Hamer. Another one with a lot of experience. Speaking of experience, Barclay's got it now. So Clint Barclay touches it on the ground. His kick smothered. Barclay goes back in again, then he's shoved off the football. Good tackling work by Warburton. Could have been rewarded that time. Little short kick. Comes across the ground. Long kick down towards the forward line, but it's going to be turned over and Morgan's there to take the mark.
We're doing a lot of work for Warburton halfback as Morgan.
16 minutes gone, opening quarter. Healesville looking to build. They're yet to put their first goal on the board. Good smother this time by Scott Hill. Been good early. Warburton regained possession on the wing in front of us. Taken by Hewitt. Kick up the line. Boundary line working. 3-on-1 situation. Bloods with numbers. Taken by Gizzy Mills. Goes inboard. Good kick. Found it. Arnott goes out wide, transferring play, smart kick. Found his running player there, Payne. Payne short to half-back flank. Composing themselves now, the Bloods. Long one to the half-forward line. Coming from behind, it was a Healesville player, couldn't get it. They'll work the handball here, the Borough. Kick inside, 50's a poor one. Mark was spilled though by the Healesville player. Ball at ground level, taken well by Bateman. Ball came back, running player was Ash Hamer. Hamer to the wing position and Healesville will look to build forward once again. Got Campbell in the centre of the ground. He'll transfer to him now and he'll hold up play and wait for a lead up target.
Campbell goes long towards the forward line. Oh, good diving mark has been taken there by Brad Wilkinson.
There was a good diving mark just in front of his opponent there in, I think that might have been Isaac Andueza, and he's going to be finding himself about 40-45 metres out from goal. Brad Wilkinson directly in front, no breeze to speak of. Straight through the middle is where we want to go.
2.5 to go as
That
Wilkinson.
should be right.
Perfect kick, straight through. Umpire did not move. Brad Wilkinson gets his first and Healesville's third. They go on to 3-2-20, leading Warburton 1 behind, and that is on the Community Bank scoreboard. We've been going nearly 18 minutes.
So a good start to this grand final by the Healesville Bloods. Certainly got a lot of experience running through their side at the moment. Warburton-Millgrove finding it very difficult just to go forward of centre to try and penetrate the goal square. So we're back in the middle again. This time with the umpire to throw it back up again.
So ball tossed up in the middle. That came off the shoulder. Clint Barclay's there. Head over it. Picked it up. Went to ground. Umpire let it go. Warburton with numbers. Can they sneak one here before half time? They go forward. Quarter time. Long kick to half forward. Head over it. It will bounce in front of him. The running Warburton player picked it up well. Chris Hall to the forward pocket. Can they get a mark here in the shadows of quarter time? Handball over the top was good. Centre and kick. There's no one in the hot spot for Warburton, or is there?
There is, and that was a very good mark indeed. Taken by Daniel Hewitt. About 10 metres out, pretty much directly in front.
Don't handball, Leo.
Well, no need to handball. I couldn't believe that Ormsby did that.
So Hewitt comes in for Warburton's first goal going into quarter time. Drop punt on the way, and it is home. So the Borough have their first for the afternoon through Daniel Hewitt. And they go along to 1-1-7. Healesville leading this ball game 3-2-20. Been playing 19 minutes on the Community Bank first quarter scoreboard.
Certainly have, and they should have been a little bit closer, but badly needed goal there to Warburton-Millgrove. Gets them on the board, gets them started in this YV Financial Services Cup in Division 1. So need to do the very best that they can. Now you've got big Scotty Muir going in the centre of the ground also, and into the ruck now for Warburton is Joshua James.
Two strong hard nuts in Clint Barclay and Scotty Muir playing
it's
on
a
each other.
heavyweight contest there.
And Clint Barclay just giving him a short little headlock as the ball's kicked forward. Down there by Ben Payne.
Good mark.
Big grab in the pack.
Mark. Is that him again? Scotty Hill? No, or is it Wilkinson?
Just waiting to turn around there, but it was a terrific mark there in the pack as a siren goes for quarter time, and
it is Wilkinson.
No, it's Tim Russell. Number 32, Timmy Russell.
So Tim Russell with the footy, 30 metres out. Pretty much directly in front. Lets it go. It's low. It looks pretty good off the boot.
It's a ripper.
And the goal umpire just skipped to the left but said it was good enough. And Timmy Russell gets his first right on the quarter time siren. And it's Healesville's fourth. They go on the 4-26. Leading Warburton-Millgrove 1-1-7 on our Community Bank scoreboard. That's right at quarter time here in the YV Financial Services Cup. We are going to go back to the studios of 3MDR and Yarra Valley FM and also Valley Vision, and we'll be right back after a short break for the second quarter in this reserves game here at Healesville. He's been out and about as well as the music really starts to blare here, boys. It sounds very, very good. Welcome back to you, Tony Fu.
Thanks, Leo.
You look a lot lighter than what you did when on the way out. So just waiting now for a few of the last stragglers to make their way off this football ground. The ball is going to be in the hands there of Lee Walters. Just waiting for him to get this game underway in the second quarter. And we'll be ready to go. I'll just try and get some sort of update score here in a minute as the Red Tex is finding it pretty hard to go along with it there. The netball in the A Reserve has commenced, and at the moment in the first quarter, Wandon 10 lead Mount Evelyn 5.
So Warburton will be kicking to the dog track end of the ground. They trail this ball game at the moment by 19 points. What can they muster this quarter? They need goals. They need to win this quarter if they're going to win this game of footy, the Warburton Boroughs, as the final couple of players make their way from the ground. Umpire holds the footy aloft. And let's get this second quarter underway. Tossed in the air. Well done there, Tweedy. Did the crumbing from the ruck work. Warburton go forward though. Explosive out of the middle. Good kick by Pye. Can he find a target? One out at ground level. Ormsby around the body. This is a dream start for the Borough. No, misses to the left-hand side. And Ormsby's kicked his second behind of the afternoon. First score though, positive signs for Warby. 1-2-8 plays 4-2-26. Back to an 18-point ball game.
As Hills will kick in from fullback and find a teammate in Hickey. So Hickey's got Gizzy Mills leading for him. They go longer to Scott Hill. Was extremely prominent in the first quarter. Kicked up the line. Finds Thomas Campbell. Hand pass came out. It's a throw and the free kick's going to go to Warburton.
So right in front of the broadcast position, and that
50
could be
metres.
50 metres as well for the incorrect returning of the footy by Timmy Russell. Can't afford to give away 50 metres at all. And Scotty Muir, I don't think he made a great big effort to try and catch that. Timmy Mills says you can at least
Not really.
Timmy says at least you can put your hands up, Scotty, for goodness sake. It's cost me 50 metres that, and you really can't play off from there, Scotty. You do have to walk that 50 metres. I don't think he's too keen on getting up there. He's taken all week there. He still hasn't got to his mark yet, Scotty Muir. Here we go. Now he can go short.
Short kick, and it worked out okay.
Still only got about 25 metres up from where he should have been.
Poor checking from the Healesville players as Taylor goes long to the tip of the goal square. Ormsby will wait at the back of the pack, and it falls in his breadbasket. And he'll be going back for his first.
Is Scotty Muir going to run past? I doubt he's got his hands on his
He's
knees.
knackered.
Well, he had to walk all that 25 extra metres at Scotty Muir, so Ormsby's going to be left to kick the ball himself this time, Eddie. I'm pretty sure he's going to ignore every handball. He's got Hewitt standing next to him. I'm not going to handball it to you either.
Ash Hamer comes and marks him up.
He's got his right leg strapped, I think, boys. That's probably one of the reasons why he's not kicking too well, Ormsby. 2 behind so far.
Coming in to bring it back to a 12-point buffer, and he's missed to the right-hand side.
And that's a very well-weighted kick for a point. So he could have kicked 3 goals. Daniel Ormsby could have kicked 4 if he hadn't a handball. He's kicked 3 behinds for Warburton-Millgrove. 1-3-9. Warby, Healesville 4-2. 26 Community Bank scoreboard. 2 minutes gone. Second quarter.
They run the ball out towards the wing position. Breaking away with the footy now, Healesville. Kick it long down towards Thomas Campbell. Punch it to the back,
Free
but
kick.
it's a free kick for in the back going to Warburton. So I think it might be Gadenzi over there, is it, Leo?
There was actually Jackson Jones.
Jones with the kick up the line, found Hagger. So Hagger with the mark, kicks it up the line, and it's turned over straight away. And the free kick is going to go there to Crikis. Crikis, it was punched away at half forward.
Oh, Andy Wes has copped a ripper.
And a kick off the line. And it's gone out of bounds on the full, has it? Or is it a boundary throw? And it's a
Came off
boundary
the
throw
boot
in.
of Weir then, Fooey.
Andy Wes is up and about, just remonstrating with his opponent there, and copped a lovely bump there from Trent Crikis.
So boundary throw in, comes back into play. Hagger got it to ground once again.
Oh, that's dropped it. No.
He dropped it like a hot spud, that's for sure, Leo.
High.
Yeah, free kick for too high, and it's going to go there
I think it's Shepherd.
to Shepherd.
So Shepherd with the footy, half-back flank for Warburton. There's no one standing the mark.
No, it's Morgan. Sorry, Carl Morgan.
Morgan, he took a bounce, then kicked it to half forward. Oh, big fight from Taylor. Couldn't mark. Ball at ground level. Healesville should mop up here, but the Warburton players are desperate.
Oh, well
Arming
done.
and R-ing, then doing too much.
Bad luck,
Just
Hewitt.
one too many arms there for Hewitt as Healesville work the footy up the wing. Great pick up by Russell. Went back via hand to space. He'll have to go get his own footy. Then came back inboard. Healesville with numbers here. Great shepherding work from that player's teammates. Inside 50. Muir flies
strong
high
mark.
for Warburton.
Whoa, nice big elbow he threw there too. Kick in towards the middle of the ground, and Hagger, he did pretty well. Came across with the flight of the footy and took a courageous mark. Kicks it in towards the forward line. It's tapped away down there. Coming through Healesville though. Ball's well stolen by Aaron Pye, and he's kicked a goal. Well done by Aaron Pye. Kicks his first, and Warburton second. They go on to 2-3-15, trailing Healesville 4-2-26, and that is on the Community Bank scoreboard. We're going to go on nearly 5 minutes.
Yeah, so well done there to Pye to get that goal for Warburton, fighting their way back in this second quarter. Healesville haven't scored yet. Scotty Muir standing tall there at centre half back. In fact, just playing off his player, who's Scotty Hill, is sitting out here on the half forward flank, so just backing his judgment a little bit. But if the ball's not going to go anywhere near the direct line, Scott Hill standing here totally on his own, boys. Just keeping it out. Watch out for him.
Tossed back up in the middle. Healesville won the tap out. Came back up. Great pick up going in hard. Campbell
Gone.
came backwards. Could be holding the ball. Umpire let it go. And we're going to have a secondary ball up here. Bit
Second.
of wrestling going on, Leo.
There is second quarter underway in the A Reserve netball. Wandon 12, lead Mount Evelyn 7.
So, ball to be thrown up back in the middle. Tapped to ground. It's picked up there by Dale Morris. And Morris and his opponent on the deck, and it's going to be a ball up. So, ball up. Tapped to ground by Hager. Kick back in towards the centre half forward position. Russell got a hand pass back towards Campbell, and then he has to lay a shepherd for his teammate there in Austin Johnson. And a good mark taken in attack by Healesville. Crikes with the mark. So Crikes will kick for goal from in front of the Warburton coach's box. It's going to drop short in the goal square, and Hager just punches it through for one behind. So rush behind to Healesville. We're going on to 4-3-27. Warburton-Millgrove 2-3-15. That is on the Community Bank scoreboard. 6.5 gone.
So kick was a short one from the fullback position. Then he could run on. Warburton working it quickly. 2-on-2 situation on centre wing. Ball carried a bit further than the Warburton players would have liked. Hickey couldn't quite pick it up in front of the big screen, and it goes out of play. And we'll have it tossed in centre wing position, broadcast side of the ground. Been playing 7 minutes. It is a handy, 12-point lead to the Bloods. Home side this afternoon. It's tossed in again. Double fist ruck work by the Chris Hall. Kept it in, it did Healesville. Watch the handball over the top to Gizzy Mills. Didn't quite get the kind bounce. Kept it in, no. Bounced out of play, and it will be thrown in again. Tell you what, guys, just noticing today, I don't know what it is, but the ball is bouncing at weird angles.
It is, well, that's it is bouncing for a start, Eddie. And
maybe that's it.
Something we haven't seen here quite a bit this year. It's been pretty wet, but the ball is bouncing. The ground's fantastic. Another slap at the footy. You can hear through the effects, Mike. A lot of players around this footy going nowhere quickly. Could have been in the back. Umpire Lee Walder said, you aren't even trying to get the ball out. So I'm going to play a free kick against you, Shannon Tweedy, and the free kick goes to Warburton-Millgrove's Lee Weir.
So Weir with the footy on centre wing. Transfers play in towards the middle of the ground. Good mark taken in there.
He's come down on, I think he's hurt his knee or ankle there, Tony.
He ducked the swinging fist for the spoil, and he's hurt himself.
He's just come down a little bit awkward and getting up very gingerly, and right knee, right ankle. I think I might be the right ankle there. That's going to be costly to Warburton of Aaron Pius to go off the ground. He's up and limping around.
So taking in the quickly by Andueza, put it inside 50. Healesville defence came bursting out. Good tackle laid by Taylor.
Hewitt?
Shot on goal. Was it Hewitt? It bounces through, Leo.
What a great pick-up style. The ball just tapped it through the opponent's feet, and Daniel Hewitt picked it up, and in one step kick puts through his second goal of this morning, and Warburton go on to 3 goals, 3-21. Just 1 goal adrift of Healesville's 4-3-27 Community Bank scoreboard, getting to the 9-minute mark of this second quarter.
So,
wow.
Coming back well, Warburton-Millgrove at the moment. 6 points the margin.
Afternoon, Ed.
One for you.
Well, lost all track of time.
Yeah, what else is
Good
there?
afternoon, everybody.
So, tapped out by Wilkinson once again, but then it's sharked there by Lee Weir. Kicks it up forward, running onto the footy. Chris Hall, he's missed it.
How could you miss Chris Hall? Just running into an open goal and running straight into it and missed it with a very poor kick, I must admit. Chris Hall should have done better there. And Warburton could have been tying up the scores. Instead, they are 3-4-22. Healesville 4-3-27. Community Bank scoreboard. Sorry, Eddie.
No, you're right. Don't forget the sponsors as it came out to Gizzy Mills. Centre and kick. Smart. Just holding possession. Found Hickey. Hickey once again across the ground. Found Hamer. The transfer's complete to the pavilion side for Healesville. Have a look at it open up. The player's taken 2 bounces. He can take a third if he wants. Ran 16 metres, Anderson. Put it in. Sorry, Anson. And it goes out of play as his kick went inside 50. Bit of dash. Don't see that too often in reserves footy, Leo.
No, a lot of pace there. Looked very fit too, and took the ball all the way around, and it's right in front of the coaching box there of Warburton-Millgrove.
Boundary throw in. Comes back into play. Punched the ground into the hot spot. Healesville players working overtime. So too the Warburton defence, and Scotty Muir sees it out for a boundary throw in.
So just a bit of an arm wrestle at the moment. 5-point ball game.
10.5 gone, Ed.
Trailed by 18 at three-quarter time. Pushing the back here,
whistle
guys.
in the ruck contest. Someone's come flying over the top, and the resulting free kick is going to Warburton-Millgrove.
Hager.
So Hager will go with his right boot. Risky kick, but it pays off well. Good mark by Lee Weir. The Borough just working the footy out of half-back. Healesville have got numbers back well, so he's forced to go square. Running player got a long kick to half-forward. It will travel out the back of the pack, and then it bounces out of play, and it goes out of bounds. Seen that quite a bit today, guys. There must be a bit of wind out there, because the ball just seems, when you kick it long, it travels to the back of the pack. Players not quite reading it.
It's not really a strong breeze there. It's only a light zephyr, but it's carrying the footy. It's tapped out. Hills there. Over the top of the footy he is, and it's going to be a ball up. Yeah, there's just a little movement in the trees at the back of the goals there, but it's negligible, Ed.
Ball thrown up across half-back. Have a look at the Bloods line up. Can they go inside 50 effectively? No, is the answer to that question that I pose. And Gadenzi took the mark. Goes over the top. Well, they might go inside 50 effectively here as it's turned over. Healesville to half-forward. Good mark taken. Coming a bit late there was Kurt Henderson.
Russell.
So Russell with the footy. He'll look inside 50. Just bouncing, looking for a target. Puts it to the hot spot. All Warburton here. And coming from behind, was that a mark? No. Arnott did exceptionally well. Fed it to Mills. Mills handballing. Bounced to Cowther. Couldn't get it up. Mills' second effort. Tripped the player. Warburton did well. Egan. Have a look at the run here on the wing. Handball came out to Irwin. Irwin to centre wing. Short kick. Thought he was going to go long. Jason Ormsby. He'll go long now, looking for a big lead-up target. Got one at half-back in the pink slippers. And that's taken by Chris Hall. He'll chip it over the top. Risky kick. Great defence that time by Ben Payne. And it's punched over the boundary line.
Leo, you've got to be able to play footy with pink boots.
You got to indeed, but unfortunately for Chris Hall, the footy was just too high and too long in the air there for his teammate to try and mark that footy. It was spoiled out of bounds, right on the 50-metre line there for Warburton, kicking it a dog track into the ground here at Healesville.
Tapped out there by Wilkinson down to Clint Barclay. He was wrapped up quickly there by Lee Weir, and it's going to be a ball up. So
this is with umpire Ashmore.
Thrown up once again. Tapped out well by Warburton, but Healesville are going to clear again. Anson goes across the ground. He's got players running for him. Kick in towards centre wing.
Oh, Scotty Muir.
Scotty Muir came from a mile back, and it'll take him about 6 months to get back to the back line. Kick in, and Morgan's taken the mark and nearly got cleaned up.
Just lucky he didn't get hit there. Would have been a 50-metre penalty. He stood his ground well. Carl Morgan playing well at centre half back and switch play to the outer side, and it's Damien Egan with the footy.
Goes long down the line looking for Hall once again.
It's a great
that
mark.
is a good grab.
So really wants to use the ball well this time, Chris Hall. He wants to keep the ball down on the ground, but he finds it hard to keep it low, doesn't he?
So put it long to the pocket. Great use of the body there by Daniel Ormsby. And he'll be in a very tight spot to kick a goal from.
I think he'll struggle the way he's kicked, boys. His handball one and kicked three behinds, and more than likely he'll kick this.
I was just about to say, have a shot. You've kicked three behinds.
You do.
Impossible angle. Ormsby to hit the front for Warburton. You wouldn't have thought so at quarter time. Drop punt on the way. Misses to the near side, and he's kicked behind number 4.
Well, he's sharing it around, isn't he? Left foot, right foot handball, and 4 behinds to Daniel Ormsby, and the 5th on the board for Warburton. 3-5-23 are Warburton-Millgrove. They are trailing Healesville. 4-3-27. Community Bank scoreboard. 14 minutes gone. Done all the attacking Warburton-Millgrove.
Leo,
just can't get a goal.
Healesville on an attack.
Okay.
Scott Hill. It falls there to Collins.
Oh, bit high.
And he'll...
No advantage. Umpires
he
called
hasn't
it
called
back.
Advantage.
And the crowd are going, why not? And it's going to go back.
He was pretty quick to call it off there, Lee Walters,
He did.
in fairness.
I think he was more concerned about something sinister happening and called it straight back that umpire Walters. The advantage went through for a goal, but it's going to go back.
Free kick's going to go there to Tim Russell.
So Timmy Russell with the free kick for Healesville. Only kicked the one behind so far this quarter, have Healesville.
Well, nobody from Healesville went to pick up the footy.
And they still haven't got it, so I think it's the big man Barclay going to give it back to Timmy Russell. Kicked the goal in the first quarter for Healesville.
15 minutes gone in the quarter, so 5 minutes to go.
This has taken all of 30 seconds off the clock, this play.
Easily. So just getting lined up now by umpire Walters, and we are back.
So Tim Russell, kick from about 35 out, comes in, kicks, holds up a little bit in the breeze, big fly. Oh, gee whiz, it's gone through for one
rushed through a point.
behind.
There was almost a mark there, Fubar.
It was nearly So 4-4-28 go Healesville. Haven't scored a goal in this quarter so far. Warburton 3-5-23 with 2 goals, 4 for the quarter.
So Warburton, they'll generally come the broadcast side from kick-ins this quarter, we've noticed. But Healesville have zoned off beautifully. So long kick up the
Henderson.
broadcast side by Henderson. No eyes for the footy there. Healesville defender going back with it. And he put off Ben Payne, who actually won the contest. So the free kick will go to Irwin. Irwin looking to square it up. Will go short instead. Risky kick. Paid off well, and a good mark's taken by Shepherd.
Just had to wait there, Shepherd, for it, and just got there in time.
So Shepherd looks forward. Healesville have done well to plug the holes down back. Long kick, big pack man in
Good
front.
mark.
Took the mark.
Yeah, stood his ground well.
And that was
Luke James.
Luke James, long to the tip of the goal square. Ormsby from behind. It doesn't matter. James is going to
Chris
get a
Hall.
goal. Chris Hall roving, kicked the goal off the back of the pack. And Warburton have hit the front for the first time this afternoon. 4-5-29 plays 4-4-28. Coast to coast work from the borough.
Great work there, and Chris Hall in the right spot, using his pace well, and just drifted over the back of the pack, like you've been mentioning, boys, that the ball has been travelling a bit longer down towards the dog track end of the ground, and just ran in that open goal from about 1 metre out. Even Chris Hall can't miss it from there, and put through the goal that put Warburton in front. So good quarter there to Warburton-Millgrove. Could have been further ahead.
There must have been a sale on those pink boots, boys, because Shepherd's wearing the same ones as Chris Hall.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's unbelievable, isn't it? All the boots you can get, bar black these days.
So ball tapped down in the middle. Heels will try and break once again. They get it across to Gizzy Mills. Kicks it up, punched
Egan.
away by Egan.
Good pick up, yep.
And
Right.
And
Clint Barclay just sat his opponent on the deck.
and then he left it behind Damien Egan. Kicks it up the line, trying to find Aaron Pye, who's back on the ground.
Good to see.
Kick in towards the wing. Hand pass over the top to Mills. Ducks around one. Kicks it in towards the middle. Oh, jeez. Umpire called play on as soon as he blew his whistle. Hand pass came back to Mills from Carruthers. Mills kicks it into the pocket. And a good mark has been taken there by Crowther.
He's 50 metres out. Once the square the ball does so. Two mates you can give it to. And finds Jimmy Russell once again.
Russell kicks it long down into the forward
Whoa,
line. Big
big
fly
fly.
from the back. And then it's picked up there by Hill. High kick looking for, but not finding a teammate. Henderson kicks it out towards half-back.
Oh no, he should have played the footy instead of fisting it, the Warburton player.
Exactly right, Ed. He should have. Warburton player runs it over the boundary line now to bounce for a boundary throw in.
Closing in on the 19-minute mark of the second quarter also. The second quarter in the A-Reserve netball at the moment. Wandon 20, lead Mount Evelyn 14.
Ball thrown in, half forward flank for Healesville. They kicked one after the siren in the first quarter. Can they do it again? Warburton lead by 1 point. Big pack, crowd around the ball, came out, Barclay dived on top of it for the Bloods, and eventually he's wrapped up in a tackle by Nick Toy, and it will be thrown up. Half forward flank got just around 50 seconds to play, plenty of time for either side to score. Thrown up again, came to ground level. Oh, it was Shark, but then turnover, taken by Hewitt. Hewitt out of defence for Warburton, good underground kick.
Oh, barely the distance, I would think.
14 and a half, good enough in my books. Oh, one-hander taken by Lee Weir. So Weir for Warburton. Got less than half a minute to go. Risky kick. Mills back to the side. Courageous, Leo.
Well, lucky it was only Mills that got him, because he could have been absolutely destroyed.
So Warburton a chance going forward. Kick
Well done, Hagger.
by Hagger. It's punched away. Got 10 to play. Warburton going inside 50 with a handball. Won't pay off. Bloods now long kick, and siren's going to sound before they can score. And is the mark paid? No, it wasn't paid. So the barrel after the siren wasn't too bad with a vacant goal square. But it doesn't matter. It's a 1 point ball game here at Healesville at halftime of the YB Financial Service Division 1 Grand Final. And Warburton with a 3-0-0 second quarter have hit the front. 4-5-29 leads Healesville 4-4-28. We're going to go back to the studios of 3MDR and Valley Vision for a quick sponsorship break. We'll come back with all the analysis and all the action from a big Division 1 grand final day here at Healesville. It is Warburton leading the reserves by 1 point.
Goosebumps all over the place. It's going to be umpire Brad Darvell to get us underway in the second half in this game between Healesville and Warburton-Millgrove. YV Financial Services Cup, 1 point in it at the moment. Warburton hold a slender lead. Can they hold this lead coming into the last quarter? We'll wait and see. Just waiting for a few more people. They certainly are taking their time getting off the ground here. We're just about in readiness now to start this game. Umpire Darvell holds the ball aloft for the start of the third quarter in this YV Financial Services Cup, Healesville versus Warburton-Millgrove. Thanks, Ed. 1
point lead to Warburton going into half-time. How will the players come out after the major break? Warburton looking to press forward early. No clean possession.
Oh, well done.
Underground handball was good by Irwin. Inside 50 for the Borough.
No.
Ormsby a chance for his first to mark. No. Healesville player gutsy across the goal line. Ran out of defence. Kick was good. Looking for Anson. Found him. Marked in front of Hewitt. Looks forward, he'll play on and transfer play. Bit of push and shove, howdy do going on in the Warburton attacking goal square. As Healesville have taken the footy across half back. Mark taken by Campbell. Campbell, oh, poor kick.
Turns it straight over.
And he found, I want to say Muir, but I don't think it was him. He kicked it to Hewitt. And Hewitt takes the mark about 35 metres out, 45-degree angle.
It was Scotty Muir.
So it was Scotty Muir that found Hewitt on the lead. And
could be dangerous if he does get moved forward, I reckon. Scotty Muir, we know how good a grab he is and a really good shot on goal. As you said before the game started, he is a former leading goal kick winner here in Division 1 in the seniors.
So shot on goal here for Hewitt. Starts his approach. Comes in. Bit of a wobble. Low sparing drop punt on the way. And it has missed. So 2 point advantage to the Borough in the early stages of this second half. 4-6-30, plays 4-4-28. 12 goals to 4 today. Kick to the dog track end of the ground.
Exactly right. So it's kicked out from fullback. Goes long,
Good kick.
but
Good
it's
mark.
a good mark has been taken there by Shepherd.
Well, he's got everybody leading and running forward too. He's got the big man and Hagger going forward and ignored him, but the mark at the back being taken there.
Oh.
Is that Andueza? No, it's not.
No, that's actually Shepherd. I think
I
it was
think that
Chris
could
Hall.
be.
I think it was Chris
Shepherd.
Hall that kicked it in.
Certainly was. So
Matching
Shepherd,
boots, Leo.
matching pink boots. Shepherd with the footy. He's only about 20 metres out, tight angle, but it does open up the goals on that side of the ground and should have no problem with the distance. It's a matter of accuracy. So coming in, Shepherd for Warburton-Millgrove.
So
Ooh,
in
he does a
comes
check
Shepherd.
side kick.
That's a great goal.
Interesting kick from that far out. He's done a check side and he's put it straight through the middle as William Shepherd. And that is the first goal of the second half, and it goes to Warburton-Millgrove. And Eddie, you said 12-4, kicking towards a dog track now. It's 12-5. So they're working their way up there. 5 goals, 6. 36, Warburton-Millgrove. Healesville, 4-4. And they are 28, have not kicked the goal since the 20-minute mark of the first quarter, which was
After
right
the
on the
siren.
siren. That's correct. 3 minutes now gone in this third quarter.
Got to do something here, the Bloods. I need the next score, you'd imagine. It's an 8-point buffer to the Borough as the ball's been the middle again. Warburton with numbers. Mills came from the side, charging through.
Whoops.
That was neat by Wilkinson. Went back to Hamer. Spiralled it out towards the wing position. Running onto it out there was Crikis. And good tackle laid by him. Heard the effects, Mike. Crowd wanted ball. Umpire said throw it in. It's the fly that threw down my throat. We'll have it thrown in centre wing in front of the kiosk. Big Gembrook crowd standing over there. Wouldn't want to be a Wirry Alec player later in the day in that bench as Healesville work the footy forward.
So tackled, half forward, little hand pass over the top. Carruthers kicks it down towards half forward. Kick forward towards the attacking goal for Healesville, which is the dog track end, and out of bounds for a boundary throw in. So, boundary throw in. Tapped to ground by Hagger. Little over the top hand pass. Comes out to Russell. Russell a snap towards goal and it goes through for one behind. So 4-5-29 go Healesville. 5-6-36 Warburton-Millgrove. 4.5 gone in the third quarter.
We get excited. There's food coming as Warburton work the footy up the ground. Short kick's a good one. Ormsby took it. Went back via hand. Now a big drop punt up the guts. Good looking kick. Good use of the body by Morgan. Couldn't mark. Burrow with number. Drop punt inside 50 is a good one.
Oh, good
Pye led out to the space. Took it on the chest. He'll go back and say, you know what, I'm going to go kick this goal.
Why not? You're well inside 50, Eddie, so you're only about 35 metres out. It's a good side to kick from, as we've seen. Pretty much straight at that left goal post. It's a matter of just kicking it straight and kicking it hard. So Aaron Pye has kicked one.
Comes in, drop punt on the way.
Good.
How does he like
Looks
it, Leo?
good. Looks good. Looks
Oh,
great.
didn't even celebrate it.
Warburton-Millgrove kick another goal in the second half. It's the third quarter and it's the second one here. And they kick go on the 6 goals, 6-42. Well, Healesville stuck on 4-5-29. Community Bank scoreboard, 5.5 minutes gone. The all-important third quarter, kicking what we thought might have been against the Tide, gentlemen, but doing a terrific job.
Tide's turned a little bit, Leo.
Tide's
maybe.
turned.
Hey, just quickly, how good was the corridor work by the Borough then? Very
They moved
easy.
it well, and just ran the ball hard, ran it quick, and left the Healesville players in their wake.
So tapped the ground once again by Hagger in the middle. He's getting on top of his opponents from Healesville. And it's going to be a ball up once again.
One-on-one contest right around the ground. It's 13 points the lead to Warburton. Ruckman do battle. Ball came to ground level. Taken well by Anson. Banana check side kick out of the contest. Bounced into the hands of Crikers. Been one of Healesville's best. Took the players on. Fed the handball out to Payne. Payne went for a bit of a run. Then put it inside 50. Low bearing kick and the mark's taken on hands and knees. They'll move it quickly. Loose player in the goal square. Healesville will be back within 7 points. Charging into the open goal on this occasion
Shannon Tweedy.
was Shannon Tweedy. And you can hashtag that with his first goal. And Warburton lead now by 7. You like that one, Foo? 5-5-35 Healesville to 6-6-42.
It was actually Russell, I'm sorry to say, boys. So
We'll hashtag it. We stuffed up.
it was number 32, Timmy Russell, kicking that goal. So we'll untake that hashtag, and he's kicked his second goal of the afternoon. Thank you, Phil. You're making Eddie look like a fool. He doesn't need any help to do that.
Oh, no help whatsoever.
35. Healesville trailing Warburton-Millgrove 6-6-42. Community Bank scoreboard. It's action again.
Warburton break out of the middle once again. It's kicked forward, almost a mark taken by Chris Hall. Hand pass came over the top. It falls there to Shepherd. Shepherd kicks it long into the forward line. Aaron Pye again. He's got players loose for him. Kicks it in, and a great mark's taken by Ladderwig.
Isn't it
Jason Ormsby?
I think, Tony Fu, and I think
This
those
is Jason
binoculars
Ormsby.
aren't working very well for you at all. I told you should have got the round ones and not the oriental ones, and you would have been far, far better.
Isn't that a kaleidoscope, Leo?
Kawaii. They're all pretty colours in there. There we go.
Jason Ormsby. Maybe
I
he
love
can kick a
Jason.
goal.
He stabs at it and
He
goes
does.
bang, and then replies that goal to Healesville straight away. And Jason Ormsby kicks his first goal, and they are from firing both these sides now. And Warby go on the 7-6. 48, leading Healesville, 5-5-35 on our Community Bank scoreboard. 8 minutes have just ticked over, and the all-important, you call it the premiership quarter, Eddie.
It is.
It's going to be that way if Warburton keep going the way they are.
So Scotty Muir back to centre half back.
He finally got back, did he, Ed? Tony?
Oh, yeah, finally. It took him.
Took him, where are we up to? The 8-minute mark. There we go. Not a bad effort. We shouldn't hang it on Scott. He's a great bloke.
Ball thrown back up in the middle. The Bloods, can they get a quick reply? Coming off half back was Egan. High long kick to half forward. Came out the back.
Oh,
Bloods
good
with
tackle.
numbers. That was
Oh,
courageous.
Hewitt stole
the
it.
ball was stolen. Coming through. This will be 2 in a minute for the Borough. Has he kicked it? No, it goes
Stole
across
it
the
well.
face.
Daniel Hewitt
Daniel
just
Hewitt.
It, stuck the right mid out, and it got in his hands there. And I love this score. 7-7-49 used to help me in my tables in grade 2, Eddie. And Healesville 5-5-35. Community Bank scoreboard closing in on 9 minutes.
As did 6-6-36, Leo.
Yeah, I know that. Or Newell then 4-8-32. I was very good at him.
So
There we go.
kick in. Mark was
Scotty
dropped
Miller
there.
is back.
Back there by Tweedy.
He's got him in a stand-over toe hold, whatever you used to call that.
Yeah.
Whoop.
And he ends up on his backside, Scotty Muir.
Well, he's up again. So umpire Darvell in front of the scoreboard here at Healesville. Throws it back in the end. No decisive hit out by either ruckman. In fact, I don't even think they were ruckman that went up. And it's going to go nowhere quick. And umpire Darvell says, give it a man, we'll do it all again.
So ball up again, right on the 50-metre line. Umpire Darvell throws it up. Tapped out by Wilkinson, went down to Mills. That was touched off the boot. Carruthers, hand pass back,
well done, Mills.
back to Mills, ran on well, kicked it long down the line looking for Russell. Morgan was there with him. Will Russell pick it up inside the boundary? Oh, that was close to being out on the full.
I'm just watching it on the Valley Vision replay screen here, and it's just, no, it was tapped over the line. It kicked it when he was over the line.
Yep,
so good call by the boundary umpire, yeah.
So ball to be thrown in, half forward flank for the Healesville side as they push forward again. Went out the back of the pack, diving on top of it. Campbell, umpire said play on. Handball came out to it wasn't Carruthers, it was Ison Johnson around the body. Good kick.
Scotty Hill.
And Scotty Hill will be going back for his second. Kicked 1 goal, 1. They haven't kicked a goal other than that one a couple of moments ago since the first quarter.
7 minutes in this quarter, Eddie, and before
It was only
that
3 minutes
right
ago.
on the siren in the first quarter. How quickly they forget. Scotty Hill.
Scotty Hill comes in, drop punt on
wobbly,
the way.
it's wobbly. Missed it to the right-hand side, just didn't come off the boot in a fashionable way, and puts through a behind for Healesville, does Scotty Hill. They go on the 5 goals, 6:36. Trailing Warburton-Millgrove, 7-7-49. Community Bank scoreboard, 10.5 minutes gone.
Short kick to Henderson's good. Burrow come up the wing. Oh, they got numbers here. Coming across the back. That was very nice by Payne. Ball spilled free. Bloods with numbers. Wilkinson involved. They're going back a long way. Came eventually to Payne. He can weigh up the situation and scenario. Put it out. Lace out of Carruthers. Did he juggle that to ground? He did.
He did. Took about 3 grabs. Finally got hold of it.
Oh, then
Carruthers
kicked it into the man of the mark. So ball spills out towards the dog track. Good pick up. Sidestepping Healesville. Back inboard. Good looking kick. It was cut off. Warburton defence working overtime. Short kick over the top. There's a whistle on play here, Leo.
It's going to go down the ground. I think just disposed of without.
It's a Healesville free kick.
No, it's a Warby free kick, I think.
And I know he was just pointing at the player it goes to, and Chris Hall.
Yep, so it's down the ground, right, Tony, and the free kick is going to go there to Chris Hall of Warburton-Millgrove. He's on the members' wing here at Healesville.
So Chris Hall with the footy in front of the Healesville coaches.